I would spend 1 day a week mowing and be done for the whole week and make about what someone would make working a full-time minimum wage job. So that was the big, like, it's funny. Like, I would watch people, I would drive to go mowing and I would see people at the high school, doing football practice or all this like really hard physical work. And I look at them and say, man, I don't know who would do that for free? It's like too much work. Like, these guys are just running around and all this energy, and like I'm getting paid to be doing that. So I'm not wasting my time what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just kind of how my perspective
Yeah.
was on that sort of thing.
What about you, Orson?
Anyway.
Did you ever have any crazy ideas?
Yeah. So I've done the lawn stuff in the past, and I'm used to make $10 every weekend, and then I would go blow that $10 every weekend on spicy McChickens at McDonald's. Mom would drive me over there, and they used to be so good. And then it took them years to bring it back. That's a different story. And then I think
there's no one to tell you no when it's your own money. That's the big thing I liked. For me, it was all about the snacks and the food runs and the unlimited
gas station food. I used to go hang out with you. I would hang out with you simply so I could get gas station food.
That's funny.
That's a habit that never died. I'm still guilty.
The biggest success as a kid, I would say, is I wanted a Nintendo DS. Right, I remember seeing it and going, "I want that." And I went to my dad. I was like, "Dad, can you give me money?" My dad's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "What can I do? I'm not." I was in Drew's shoes. I'm not old enough to go get most jobs. My dad's like, "Well, you might be able to get a paper route." And he's like, "But it's a lot of work." I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "And it doesn't pay well." I was like, "Okay, where do we go?" So we found, I think it was the Moscow Times up in Moscow, Idaho, or whatever the paper was. And I did a paper route for many, 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 many months before I earned $100. And because, you had taxes and everything. And I remember the first one, and I was like, they took all my money. I was the one working for that, and they took it. Now I got to work more. And eventually, it was just a whole big thing. I bought the Nintendo DS over at Hastings after I finally I quit the job after I got all the money I needed. I didn't want to do it anymore because in Moscow, when it snows like a foot of snow, and people still expect the stupid Sunday paper or
especially the Sunday paper.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most important one.
I'd wake up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. and roll that sucker up. It was a big old fat thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember one time I was riding my bike in the snow. It wasn't working very well. And I think eventually Mom was like, yeah, he's not going to be able to get around. I was like sliding down these hills, and because we had hills like this and hills like that.
Man.
And yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, but it taught me the lesson of working hard usually has good rewards at the end. Usually. Sometimes you work on a business idea or something and it goes nowhere, and you put lots of time and effort into it.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forwarding to young adulthood, Drew and I went through a few different phases, I would say, where we would like jump from business idea to the next. And the one that stood out the most to me, I think, was the social media marketing idea that we did. We set up I brought my computer over to Drew's basement, set it all up, and he basically took 2 weeks to teach me what social media marketing was, because this was like way before that was even a thing. And we were literally on the bleeding edge of like, you take a business and you advertise it on social media, and somehow they get customers. Like it was a brand new thing to me.
The original Facebook.
Yeah. And
The
We did-
Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. You know,
Pinterest.
like those, yeah,
it wasn't even
Pinterest.
Instagram. I don't think Instagram was even a thing back then. It was Pinterest.
Yeah,
And
probably, yeah.
and we spent 2 months. It was even 2 months. We got like two or three participants.
We interviewed a couple of people, actually.
Yeah.
It was pretty hilarious.
And we got, a few, nothing ever really went anywhere.